I'm getting very used to this place. A little too used to it. Alright, good morning guys. I hope you enjoyed the fountain show from the last episode. So as mentioned, today is our final day in Europe, technically. We are flying out of Bucharest on the 1:40 p.m. flight all the way to Toronto. It's gonna be a long flight. Sadly, we have to check out of this beautiful Airbnb. Sadly, our Eurotrip 2019 has ended. Feels like this 2 weeks has gone by way too fast. That just means you're having a good time. We had a lot of fun out here. Europe is an amazing place. Checked out some new cities that we've never been to before, which definitely was a great experience. An eye-opener, certainly, coming into Bucharest. I wasn't sure what to expect. And you know, Bucharest definitely has a lot to offer. A couple thoughts. First off, Bucharest, I don't know what the deal is with breakfast, but you need to find some breakfast places. We ended up eating breakfast at Subway, so I didn't film that because you can get that anywhere. We're situated around a ton of restaurants. Not a single one was open. Not sure the deal with that was. Walking around the old town center at 9:30 a.m. it felt like a ghost town. You know, it's great at night. A lot of options definitely, but for breakfast, hardly anything. So one, fix that for breakfast. Number two, if you have someone standing outside of your restaurant trying to call people in, I'm not eating at that restaurant. Chances are it's a tourist trap, and even if it isn't out here, you know, for me, it doesn't do it. We ended up eating at Karu Kubir a couple times, and they don't have people doing that. And not surprisingly, it's jam-packed in there. So those are my two thoughts for improvement. Also, I think Bucharest, you do need to do a better job of advertising and marketing your tourism, because I think you definitely have a lot to offer. There's definitely a lot of sites. We had a great time here, don't get me wrong. Especially those fountains. I mean, I had no clue about those, and those were amazing. I think a lot of people coming out to Bucharest would definitely want to see those. So definitely advertise more. I'm sure you'll get a lot more people coming in. Anyways, with that being said, we are off on our way to the airport now. We will probably check out one of the lounges. Don't have our boarding passes yet, a bit concerned about that. I have checked this in on the Air Canada app, but for some reason I'm not getting our boarding passes, so hopefully there's no problems. We will see when we get to the airport, so let's go there now. So I ordered our Uber. We got a Volkswagen Passat. Just taking a couple minutes to get here, and then we're off to the airport. It's a 30-minute ride, so we should be there with plenty of time. At least 2 hours, probably 2.5 hours. So far, so good. So we made it to the airport. Alicia's got a bit of a nosebleed, so she's just taking care of that in the washroom right now. Still trying to find out where we go to leave our bags for Air Canada, but we'll figure that out. We also got to print off our boarding passes because for some reason the app's not working for that. Yeah, so we're gonna do that and then hopefully clear security, and if there's time we'll check out a lounge. I don't believe there is a priority pass lounge here, so I can't use any of my free passes, but for the comfort we might just pay the $30, whatever it is, to get in, depending on how long it takes to get across security and all that. So we'll see where we end up. Alright, customs and security wasn't too bad. Now I think we're heading to our gate. And we've made it to our gates. Going home. Well, we didn't have time for the lounge, but we did have time for food, so we went to a local food place. And now we're boarding our flight.
Hi, do you know where you sit?
38.
A is going to be the first aisle.
Oh, okay, thank you. A smaller flight. Definitely not like the Dreamliner that we've been on before, but oh well, as long as we get there safe. was a long flight. We made it to Toronto. Now we have to clear customs. Then we have about, well, as of right now, we have about 3 hours until our flight home to Vancouver. So we got through customs and security again. No problems for Alicia at customs. For me, they had these paper customs forms that we had to fill out with a pen, like the olden days. I haven't had to do that in Vancouver for a long time. But for some reason, the computer wasn't accepting mine. So I had to go up and do it manually with the customs official. In line, it took a long time. There were people from outside of Canada coming in, people who didn't speak English and couldn't give them an address of where they're staying, or people bringing in vegetables. So sure enough, my luck, I'm stuck behind all of them. At least you got through no problem. I got through no problem once I got called up. So then we had to clear security again, which is weird because my Air Canada app said we wouldn't have to. But we did not have to pick up our bags and recheck it. I even took a picture of the sign here that said you don't have to. So I'm hopeful we don't have to and our bags do show up in Vancouver. So anyways, we're now at the D gates. Gonna look for our gate to Vancouver and then see if we can get some food and maybe just relax for a little bit. So I was wondering why there were so many people at the gate this early. I read 18:30 on the board, thinking 8:30. No, that's not how it works. It's actually 8:15 p.m. flight, so it should be 20:15. And yeah, we went to the wrong gate. Lots of time though, so we're heading, instead of D38, we're going to D24. About to board our flight now, gate D24. 5 hours left until we're home. Can't wait to be home.
So much later that the old narrator got tired of waiting and they had to hire a new one.
So there was a slight delay. Our plane hadn't arrived yet, but I think it's here now. Looks like they're boarding. Man, I look tired. Should be getting home soon.
Across the island to your right.
21G.
Same.
Boarded our flight. Next stop, Vancouver. Alright guys, we are back in Vancouver. That flight was tough. Being sat on an airplane for 15 hours in one day. I've had enough of airplanes for the next little while. But this officially concludes Eurotrip 2019 and the vlog series. So I hope you all enjoyed that. Please leave a comment with your favorite part of the series. If you enjoyed the video, hit that like button, and always remember to subscribe with bell notifications so you don't miss any future episodes. I'm gonna go home now, I'm gonna get some sleep. So once again, thank you for taking some time out of your life to watch a little bit of mine. Have a good night, everybody.
I know that you're curious, I know that you're strong, but life can be furious and things can go wrong. You go, we're better off tomorrow, but who knows if we get joy or sorrow. Stay true to that fire in your heart and your soul. Don't drench your desire in what you can't control. We fly, try so hard to get there, and we might be lost but not forever. There's things in life you simply need to know, but sun and rain and trust in letting go. It takes a bit of suffering, sleepless nights and wandering, before you make it safely to the end, the end. not even close. Don't wish for indifference, you're not one of those. We fall, but we always rise up through it all. We get a little wiser. There's things in life you simply need to know, but sun and rain and trust in letting go. It takes a bit of suffering, sleepless nights and wondering, before you make it safely to the end, the end, the end. And if you ever wonder, there is nothing wrong with a little thunder. There's things in life you simply need to know, about sun and rain and trust in letting go. It takes a bit of suffering, sleepless nights and wandering, before you make it safely to the end, the end. There's things in life you simply need to know, about sun and rain and trust in letting go. It takes a bit of suffering, sleepless nights and wandering, before you make it safely to the end. Before you make it safely to the end, the end, the end.
Thank you for taking a bit of your time to watch a bit of mine.